Well, I got a right to my own opinions. And you want my opinion. I don't care to see a member of my own race getting above himself.
Then I don't want your opinion, and if I ever do, I'll ask for... Oh, Tilly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. But you can't mean what you're saying either, and you're so wrong. Look, you're the last person I'd have expected to take such a silly attitude. You know I've always loved you, and you're just as black as he is. How could it possibly be all right for me to love you and wrong for me to love him? Will you just stop and think about that? Oh, listen, what are we having for dinner tonight? You gotta make it something special.
Celery soup and rump.
Oh, now come on, Tilly. Turtle soup and tornadoes. And one of your best pies. It's Mom!
Joey, darling. What the hell? Joey?
Mom!
Hello, darling. Are you all right? There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, nothing's wrong at all. Everything's fine.
I rang the gallery right after lunch to tell Hillary that Caslett had agreed to ask him.
Yeah. Marvelous.
Yeah, she was being mysterious.
Oh.
She said you were back. She thought you might have a surprise for me. What did she mean? Do I hear someone? Is there someone here?
Oh, Mom, I'm so happy. I've never been so happy in all my life. I'm just...
Bursting. Yeah, I can see that. And I'm already feeling happy for you. Do I know him?
No, that's just it. I only met him myself 10 days ago. And you wouldn't believe what's happened in just 10 days.
Well, I think I might. If you'd pipe down long enough to tell me.
Mom.
Lots of wonderful things have
Mom,
happened to people in...
so wonderful. I've never known anyone like him. Never known anything like this. I fell in love with him in 20 minutes.
Well, that was quick.
Well, Dad, I wanted to stop on the way back, but time got so short, and I got to get to work.
Yeah, but I still don't understand why you couldn't spend one day with us.
Well, fact is, Dad, I met this girl.
You what? You met a girl?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you say so? Mary, he says he met a girl. Why, that's good. That's good news. She live up there in San Francisco?
Yes, she lives up here. I'm at her house now.
He says he's at her house now, the girl's house. Well, that's different, son. Where'd you meet her, in Hawaii?
Yes, in Hawaii, and I wanted to meet her folks, you see.
That sounds good, son. I mean, serious.
Yes, it's serious.
This is quite a surprise.
Well, yes, she's surprising in a lot of ways, Dad.
Your mother says, is she pretty?
Yes, she's pretty.
Says
she's
she's pretty.
very pretty.
What? Your mother says, how old is she, son? Mary, what the hell difference does that make?
Well, she's only 23, Dad.
23. Well, that's good. You want my opinion? You're 37. That's just the right difference. Women age faster than men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You reckon to marry the girl, son?
Well, we've been talking about it, but, Dad, there's one or two problems, you see, that I'll write to you about on the plane to New York tonight. All right?
He's so calm and sure of everything. He doesn't have any tensions in him. He knows what he believes and what he thinks is right and why and where he's going. Oh, Mom, there's one thing I must tell you. He was married before and he had a son, and it was so tragic. Both his wife and his son were killed in a train accident in Belgium 8 years ago. And John, I haven't even told you his name. Mom, it's John Wade Prentice. Isn't that a lovely name?
John Wade.
Joanna Prentice I'll be. But Mom, there's something else that I must tell you that John's been concerned about, very deeply concerned. He's been worrying for the past week whether you and Dad would be upset if... Well, it's about time. I was wondering where you'd been. Mom, this is John.
Dr. Prentice. I'm so pleased to meet you.
I'm pleased to meet you, Mrs. Drayton. I take it Joanna's already busted out with the big news.
Well, she has, told me a good deal, and all very quickly, too.
Oh, she She's only known me for 10 days, so she can't tell you when I'm blushing. That could be another problem for us, you know. Mrs. Drayton, I'm medically qualified, so I hope you wouldn't think it presumptuous if I say you ought to sit down before you fall down, I mean.
He thinks you're gonna faint because he's a Negro.
Well, I don't think I'm going to faint. But I'll sit down anyway. Can't we all sit down? Well, I suppose it would be all right if I said, my goodness, wouldn't it? Well, my goodness.
Do we mind her saying my goodness?
I don't.
Well, what did they say? Did you tell them about me?
Yes.
What'd they say?
They said I sounded serious and asked if you were pretty. I said you were.
Yes.
They said this was a big surprise. I said it was.
Well, what did they say when you told them I wasn't a colored girl?
Well, I didn't. It felt like too big a shock for the telephone. After all, an awful lot of people are going to think that we're a very shocking pair. Isn't that right, Mrs. Drayton?
I know what you mean.
Tilly's made us some sandwiches. Let's go outside.
Yes, let's. Come on, Dr. Prentice.
I can explain the whole situation in 2 minutes. You see, John was invited to lecture at Y University, and we met at this big party at the Dean's. And after the party, we went for a long drive.
Thank you.
And since then, we've been somewhere together every night. And we've been swimming every day. And then John was supposed to fly back to Los Angeles on Saturday to see his parents. That's where they live.
Thank you, Tilly.
Try one of these. They're great. Do you want some coffee?
No, no thanks. No coffee. Does your father know that you're back?
Oh, no, I was going to phone him. Do you think he'd come back early if I...
Oh, he's coming back early, all right. He's playing golf with Monsignor Ryan.
That's marvelous. Then he can meet John, and then we can all talk over dinner. Because, you see, John has to fly to New York tonight to see a friend of his at Columbia University. And then tomorrow night, he's flying to Geneva to do 3 months' work for the World Health Organization. And what I intend to do is fly to Geneva next week so that we can be married. And that's the whole situation.
In a nutshell.
Except that he thinks that the fact he's a Negro and I'm not creates a serious problem.
Does he?
I've told him 97 times that it wouldn't make the slightest bit of difference to you or to Dad, but he just wouldn't believe me. And so that's why we're here. And that's why he's watching you so closely right now while he's pretending not to watch you at all.
She's absolutely right, Mrs. Drayton. I'm sorry. I told her not to spring all this on you so suddenly, but look, if your father's coming home, you could at least say that I'm somebody you met in Hawaii.
Oh, now, really?
But you could give him a half hour to get adjusted to this.
But what for? He still has to be told, doesn't he?
Well, you should make up your minds, because I think I just heard his car.